ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to COASTER-net Update. We've got some breaking news tonight out of Brühl, Germany, where we've just learned that Phantasialand is building a brand new roller coaster. This time they are billing it as the world's first flying coaster that has a launch on it. And another record that they'll be breaking with this one is it will also be the longest flying coaster in the world. That record currently held by Flying Dino out at Universal Studios in Japan. So this one, but the surprising thing about this, Danny, is that rumor has it, we don't have official confirmation on this yet, but a lot of print media in Germany are saying that this is going to be built by Vekoma and not B&M. When I first read it, I'm like, this has got to be a B&M. Nope, Vekoma, ladies and gentlemen. Danny, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, we've heard for quite some time that B&M might be willing to do some more launches, especially since Thunderbird has been so very reliable over its first couple seasons, and people thought that inverted coasters and flying coasters would be the next logical step, and maybe floorless coasters because they have light trains. So I think when we initially heard all of this, the immediate reaction was, oh, okay, B&M's finally going to do another launch. And what? Wait, you said Vekoma?
Yeah, Vekoma. Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. So we talk about, everyone's talking about how Intamin might be back because they're doing Wave Breaker, whatever. But, and there's the rumor, the whole Cedar Fair thing. But, I mean, Vekoma's kind of back, aren't they? Like, they're doing that hypercoaster in Italy. What is it? Energylandia.
Yeah.
They're doing the hypercoaster they beat out. Was it Mac that they beat out for that? They beat out a pretty, or maybe it was Intamin. They beat out Intamin, I think, for that. Vekoma beat out Intamin for that bid. And then now they're doing this after, Phantasialand just put in an Intamin launch coaster, so they're putting in this now. I don't know. This is kind of another statement coaster because Phantasialand has always been well known for the Black Mamba, and I think Tyrone kind of gave them a new. Another headlining attraction. Vinjas has always been very popular and always been well received. Their Mine Train, the Colorado Adventure, has always gotten good reviews. They are well known for some of their good flat rides as well. So to add another signature attraction to this is going to be very interesting. And, we know that Vekoma has done the Flying Dutchmans in the past, which, get mixed reviews. And then they also did those one or two of those Stingray models, which was kind of the compact flying coaster. So it's going to be interesting to see if this looks something like one of those two, or if they go maybe a completely different route and they come up with something different. So I know, Andy, you sent me a link to a video of Vekoma testing it seems like the chassis for something like this, just in kind of a closed loop, didn't really do anything, but it'd be interesting to see if it'll look something like that, too.
Yeah, we've seen Vekoma testing new prototypes, some of the German articles as well kind of implied that this might be a completely new model, that it's not the Flying Dutchman. I'm not so sure about the Stingray, because the Stingray kind of uses a very similar system. But I'm thinking maybe this is a brand new system, because like you said, a lot of people don't like the Flying Dutchman style of coaster. That at least the American ones, there's not a huge, clamoring to get on them. Firehawk at Kings Island may be one of the most famous. You also have Nighthawk down at Carowinds, and then, of course, Batwing over at Six Flags America. So there are three versions, and none of them really have a huge clamoring amongst the public to say, hey, we want more of those. So I tend to think that Vekoma, who seems to be completely redesigning their entire company, like you said, with the moves to the new hypers, with brand new trains, brand new ideas, I think Vekoma, like you said, Vekoma is on the verge of coming back, and I'm interested to see when exactly Vekoma makes it back to the States, and in what form. That we know they've worked with Disney and the bigger parks in the past. Are we going to see? Is this the company that we've been hearing about? That Cedar Fair. Everyone assumes it's Intamin we're working with at Cedar Fair. Is this the company they're redoing their relationship with?
Very good point.
I keep saying Vekoma's making moves here, and the Vekoma of old is not the Vekoma of new. I think Vekoma has learned from its mistakes with the new soft restraints that they're using on a lot of their rides. That those, I'll tell you what. I just rode down at on my last trip. Those soft restraints really help out a lot. I rode Blue Hawk at Six Flags Over Georgia. The ride's still terrible, but those soft restraints, there's no headache getting off of it. So if you can now design a ride that's really good using those soft restraints, dude, you've got something there. The vest type restraints. So it'll be very interesting to see where Phantasialand goes with Fly, but definitely another coaster at a park that has been adding coasters like crazy. We don't know for sure if this is a 2018 coaster. I think everyone's kind of assuming it.
Yeah, it's not really clear. It's not really clear, but it's kind of late in the game. And if they're doing massive amounts of theming like they did with Terran, you would think that it would be well underway by now, because that ride, was well underway long before. So I might be tempted to say it's 2019, knowing the amount of theming and scenery that Phantasialand typically likes to do around their rides.
And it also seems from the reports that this ride might be the anchor of a brand new section of the park too. So that might also lend it to being 2019 as well. I don't know for sure. But I'll tell you what, Phantasialand, once again, showing that they might be the premier park in all of Europe right now. They're doing stuff. Well, hey, guys, what's the last ride Europa added? Can anyone name it? Because I can't. So there you go. Best park in the world.
I could, but I won't.
Whatever, dude. Anyway. Anyway, thank you for joining us here. We'll keep you updated as we learn more about this brand new flying launch coaster. Probably should be pretty cool down at Phantasialand. So, as always, right on, Ride Warriors.
See you guys.